The Bamps has rated our show. Like, comment, and subscribe. Do it. Bacon commands you.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, welcome back to another news episode here at Bamses. It is Friday, May 31st, 2019. And as always, my name is Rasin, but hey, you can call me G. And sitting here right next to me on the other end of England is Bam.
Yes guys, welcome back to an actual Friday news that we haven't done in a few weeks, thanks to me and my ineptness. Guys, this is going to be a bit of a stonker. We've had quite a bit going on this week. So G, what do we have first on the chopping board?
Well, news that had just come out is that Xbox GamePass is coming to PC. The thing where you give Microsoft money, they give you access to games, they lend you games. A whole pile of them over on the Xbox. Well, now you could do that on PC as well. Something like 100 titles if you have Windows 10.
You see, this is interesting when it comes to these sort of PC game, Xbox Game Passes. I honestly believe that what's happening now with the console market and this whole PC, whatever have you, I do believe that Windows is now going to be selling their own pre-made PC, which is the console, which will then be, you know, a stripped down version of whatever to actually play it. So soon, you wait and see, Microsoft will be selling their own versions of PCs, a bit like Apple. You know, they make their own laptops, sell their own laptops, whatever have you, TVs, phones, whatever. I reckon this is what Sony and Microsoft are doing. They're selling their own PCs, their own pre-built expressions of what the PC world should be running at. This is what I think is going to happen.
Oh god, Microsoft laptops are insanely expensive. They're nice quality, but they're expensive. Anyways, just that Games Pass is coming out. People who use it, get it on the PC, can also find up to 20% discount on games on the Microsoft Store, 10% discount on add-ons, and we will hear more about it at E3, which is coming up real soon.
Yeah, and believe it or not, guys, Call of Duty Modern Warfare is announced with a release date. Yes, and it is COD 4, basically, guys. Modern Warfare 4. Not COD 4, but Modern Warfare 4. So we're going to have to find out why Soap died, and poor old Ghost. You know, God, that was the most frustrating thing about the whole thing, right? Ghost died most horribly, being set on fire. And then Soap died. And that's what frustrated me, because Soap didn't need to die, you know, he really didn't, but he did, and that's what really frustrated me about it. I felt really bad about Ghost, but I was more pissed off that Soap died, number 3. But, you know, the world's a safer place.
I find it interesting that apparently it's more or less, well, a narrative team made up of old Infinity War people and Naughty Dog people. And they say they're going to ignore the old timeline a bit. If that's what that exactly means, I don't know. But hey, it sounds like it will be a Call of Duty Modern Warfare game.
Well, if they're going to ignore the timeline, maybe they're going to go back to sort of before Soap joined, you know? Before the FNG joined, you know? And we all know who the FNG was, you know, running around that mock ship, trying to get the scores out. But, you know, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see what actually goes on. See, maybe it's like an interim period between 3 and 4. Maybe it's the before Modern Warfare 1. We'll see where it goes. Hopefully they do stick to form and actually produce a warp. I'm actually excited to see this. I just hope to God they don't go the Black Ops route, because I came fresh off Modern Warfare 3. Black Ops came out and I was very unimpressed with Black Ops. Very unimpressed. I was not impressed. The zombie mode was the best thing about the game, which is sad because, you know, the thing about the Call of Duty Modern Warfare series and Call of Duty games is they're known for having good stories, whereas Battlefield's known for having good online play at that time. So you played Call of Duty for the story, and you played Battlefield for the gameplay, as in online play. But that's what I did, so yeah.
Well, I think a little bit of a deviation that this time they'll tell a story from 2 perspectives, both as a Marine and as a freedom fighter from what is referred to as an ambiguously Middle Eastern region. They apparently can't quite leave that whole idea that Middle Easterns makes for excellent enemies for some reason.
Well, you know, back in the 60s and 70s, you know, Russia was the big bad. And, excuse me, my dog has just decided to join me. So if you hear snoring, I apologize. It's just interesting to see how this is all going. The problem I've got, right, is that that's not necessarily a new thing. They played... you played the perspective of many individuals within the USMC, the SAS, you know, the DEFCON, DeltaCon, all that stuff. So that's not necessarily new for me or new to me, but it'll be interesting to see this new perspective, yes.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just observing the whole, but this time you can play as a freedom fighter, somebody who isn't in one of these established groups. So So anyways, I'm looking forward to see where they take this one. They say it'll be edgy, but that they won't overstep the whole boundaries. Looking forward to it.
The problem with Call of Duty is that it needs to overstep boundaries, again, within a certain amount of limit. Because if they don't, it'll just fall into all sorts of horribleness that the other games have suffered from. So let's hope these guys can actually stick it to DICE for once, eh?
I just dug out a quote from Infinity Ward's co-head, they call him Patrick Kelly. We're trying to be provocative, we're trying to be edgy, but we're not trying to be tasteless or over-sensational or anything like that.
Judging by that comment, I think he's more worried about what the PC crowd have got to say about this game. So we're interested to see how this game gets nerfed. Maybe they don't have to, assume genders, but never mind.
Well, October 25th, we'll know more. Another game that's, this is not so much a release as it's spreading out to more platforms. Northgard, best-selling Viking strategy game, Steam. It's always a good thing to say. It's coming to consoles, PS4, the Xbox, the Nintendo Switch. Will be releasing later this year, and they will pretty much match what is already available on Steam, amount of clans, game modes, campaign modes, etc. So it's just a extension of a game releasing to other platforms. But it's a really good game. It's good looking as well. It's one of those, if you haven't tried it, you should. And for those of us that like to play on consoles, it's now becoming possible.
I honestly think the whole Norse thing has been done to death, which is quite why I like the Thea sort of, Thea 2 Awakening sort of game that I've been playing lately. It's similar, but it's also very, very different. It's a bit more brutal. It hasn't been sort of Hollywoodized to make it all prim and prissy and proper, which is nice. I do think it's a bit like the zombie genre games. They're done to death.
Zombies have been done to death. There's a joke in there.
Well, hence the play on words pun. Yeah.
Anyways, if I may observe, you're right. Norse games, Norse setting has been done to death as well, but this one is at least one of the better ones.
Oh, don't take the criticism. I'm not criticizing the game. The game has been well executed. It plays well. It looks good. And from what I've seen in reviews and people talking about the games, they can find very few faults with it. I just think the genre has been done to death, hence why I use zombies, but never mind.
I got it, don't worry. I saw what you were doing there. Okay, moving a little bit away from games, just to point out something. Over on the TV, Good Omens is hitting Amazon Prime today. If you have Amazon Prime, go there. It's 6-7 episodes. There won't be a sequel, there won't be a season 2. Just watch it. Based on the Good Omens novel by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. The script has mostly been done by Neil Gaiman. I don't know what to say. This is going to be awesome.
Sir Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. There's definitely an innuendo there somewhere. But I've been seeing it advertised on the old Amazon, as I do have Amazon Prime TV, and it's just a subtle sort of brag there. Yeah, I've got Amazon Prime. Yeah, old news that really, Bam. I don't really know what to make of it. I haven't read the book. I know my wife has, and she's seen the same adverts, but she doesn't seem too keen on it. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. I'm going to definitely watch the first episode, and if it holds my attention, we'll hopefully it doesn't end like Star Trek Discovery. Yeah, let's hope it doesn't end like that.
Okay, fair enough. An observation I would make also, if people haven't read the books and they're seeing those trailers that I've seen at least are not quite representative of the book. It focuses very much on two of the characters, Crowley and S.C. Raphael. They're not, at least in the books, not as much in it as they are in the trailers, so I'm not sure it's showing it quite right. But come on, who doesn't want to see something that's written according to the nice and accurate prophecies of Agnes Nutter, which that the world will end on Saturday and Judgment Day is about to come.
Aye. And to close us out today, boys and girls, another Terry, yes, guys, Terry Crews has announced on the Twitters that if you retweet, lovely, I'm having a lovely tongue twister here. If you retweet one of his tweets that he recently put out, he will give you a follow. And the second I saw that, I'm like, hells yeah, I want me a follow from the Terry Crews. I mean, who doesn't want some old spice in your life? Shenanigans, I say. Shenanigans. We'll follow.
Well, I guess that's news for this Friday.
That is news for this Friday, guys. Thank you very much. These are things that we found really interesting. We could have spoken about the DayZ bits and pieces coming out into console, but, zombies, done, death, all that. But guys, thank you very much for joining us. My name is Bam Havoc. You guys were brilliant. See you all later. TTFN.
Ciao.